everyone. My name's Autumn Mahoney, and I am originally from Branson, Missouri. But I'm up here at BYU, Idaho for school right now, though this is my last semester before I graduate with my degree in English and emphasis in creative writing. So pretty excited about that. I'm also excited to take this class just because I feel it'll help expand my horizons. I took young adult literature last year, and I really liked it, and I've heard good things about children's lit, and so I want to be an author, but teaching's not totally off the table, so this I feel will be helpful. So the 10 books that I just really love, or that kind of came to my mind, the first one I picked because it was the first book that really got me into reading. I read it in my third grade class. It was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. I feel like everyone probably kind of knows what that one's about, so I won't go into it too much. The other one is probably the first book that I'll say that I love. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe kind of helped me realize reading can be fun, but the Westing Game, spoiler alert, that's the title of the book. The Westing Game by Ellen Raskin was the book that really got me into not only deep reading, but really loving to write also, which is what I want to do for my career now. So pretty much The Westing Game is just about a group of tenants who live in this building, and the owners just died, and in his will he kind of separates them into groups of two and gives them clues for this big mystery, and whichever group solves the clues first gets his full $2 million inheritance, or money from his will. So everyone's kind of competing against their mother and their brothers, and it's kind of cool. And then going on to kind of some younger children's books, I really loved If You Give a Pig a Pancake. That's kind of one of the first books that I really remember my mom reading to me and then taking and reading on my own. I know a couple people have mentioned it on their videos, so it seems to be a good book that has stuck with people. Then also, it's not really one book, but the A to Z Mysteries by Ron Roy. It kind of just centered on three kids, two boys and one girl, of course, who went around kind of solving mysteries. The one that I kind of remembered was H's for the Haunted Hotel, and it just went through the alphabet and had different mysteries for them to solve, and they were all really cool. I liked them. So the other one was The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. I really remember liking that one, but I think it was mostly because of the pretty colors of the trees and all that stuff. It's probably the biggest reason why I liked it. But illustration's important. So and then I really liked the Magic Treehouse series also. Those are probably the first chapter books that I read, I think. I think those were the first chapter books I read, though they didn't really get me into deep reading. I just really liked them. I thought they were interesting, and they got me reading, so they were good. And then I also liked The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. I just even now, sometimes I'll read that book and I'll cry. But I still remember being a little kid. Obviously I didn't get it, but I think everyone's read The Giving Tree. I won't go into it too much, but it's a good book. And then another kind of small picture book, I'll Teach My Dog 100 Words. My sisters and I were all dog lovers growing up, and so this book about this dog doing all these crazy things, we just really loved. I remember loving it. It was just fun. It had fun pictures also, so that was good. And then another book I really loved for strange reasons. I loved the book. It was a picture book called Olivia, about this pig named Olivia, and I think that it's a little show now, but the reason why I mostly loved it is because my little sister's name was Olivia, and so my other sister and I loved that there was a pig named Olivia. We used to tease her. Great sisters, but it's just about how kind of she gets into these crazy situations as animal characters in picture books typically do. And then the last book that I marked was Frindle by Andrew Clemens, and it's pretty much just about this kid who has his teachers kind of always squelching his ideas, and so he decides to name a pen a Frindle, and kind of just ends up getting it put in the dictionary and getting all this money for it. And it's a really cool book. I really liked it because as a young kid, it's like, oh, rebellion, yeah. So it was a good book, yeah. But those are the 10 books that I feel really stood out to me in children's literature that I read. And I can't wait to take this class and meet all of you online.